The currency of Canada, CBC, is a decentralized digital currency that anybody can use. Its issuance, backing, and control would all fall under the purview of the Federal Reserve, and instead of relying on the present payment mechanisms, the U.S. government would offer its full backing. Use this instead, it has benefits including faster payment settlement, cross-border commerce, and the potential to help more people get access to money. There are more than 130 countries who are considering creating their own digital money that has the full support of the state. A number of countries have already started testing, including India, China, Russia, and Saudi Arabia. Potential testing of a digital euro currency might start as early as 2028. Although more and more details on the features of digital currency are becoming public knowledge, the United States of America remains far behind in this regard. At this precise second, those words are the property of the United States Congress. The fact that the usage of RP has been authorized by the United States Congress. Not only may banks and investment firms have this, but anyone can. The XRP token can be used for purchases both at home and abroad. An excellent illustration of this principle is the U.S. Federal Reserve. Does know in this matter, U.S. lawmakers are cognizant of the global change. Many nations, including China, India, and Brazil, are receiving assistance from Ripple as they set up their own digital money that each country's central bank issues. The U.S. is determined not to lag behind other countries in this transition. Can you tell me which company they are partnering with? Ripple, you're quite right. This remains the go-to spot for all things related to XRP. South Africa, Brazil, Russia, India, and China have joined forces to create a digital currency that can be used by all 5 countries, following in the footsteps of the BRICS nations. The United States is also following a like course in the United States of America. Please allow me to show you a video that shows the 2015 discussion between Ripple and the U.S. Federal Reserve over CBDCs. Even though Ripple and the SEC are presently embroiled in a public conflict, this historical context makes it evident that the U.S. and Ripple have been working together behind the scenes. There was a good chance that Ripple would win the SEC case because of this deal. Does the story of how Ripple persuaded the Federal Reserve to accept its token still resonate with you? Processed by use of the FedEm system? The Federal Reserve did not directly credit Ripple when they released the system, but there are signs that they probably did. A blockchain business has been approached by the Federal Reserve about the prospect of the corporation, which might simplify and expedite the payment process with transactions completing in as little as 3 to 5 seconds. Gary Gendler has spent a lot of time thinking about what the U.S. Federal Reserve could accomplish with Ripple. Beginning with his Gendler had trust in the Federal Reserve as president because it had previously integrated XRP and Ripple into its payment system for both local and foreign transactions. Even after all this time, Gendler still trusted the Federal Reserve. Around this period, Ripple was being sued. What about we shift gears and talk about current events? The FedNet transaction network now includes Riverbank. An iconic Ripple payment partner, Riverbank processes transactions using the Ripple app. Allow me to lead you in analyzing this. No, this is more than just a bank. This specific payment processor utilizes Ripple's current and rapid capabilities. Both of these businesses facilitate instantaneous liquidity by utilizing XRP in its distributed ledger. The integration of Riverbank into FedNet makes the future involvement of XRapid's current and Ripple, all of which are built on XRP, very clear. In light of this, the FedNet payment system is ready to adopt XRP to satisfy its liquidity needs. International transactions, or FUZ, are a source of uncertainty. Wow, because of this, we should expect XRP's value to rise in tandem with the expanding list of uses and benefits it provides. Anyone keeping tabs on this as an XRP holder will find this news to be good for their investment. Integrating XRP into established monetary systems is a sign of more than just the coin's potential future value. All of this points to how fast things are changing in the realm of global trade. When conventional financial institutions like banks realize that blockchain-based solutions like Ripple are not only cheap but also fast and efficient. Further, efforts undertaken by financial institutions like Riverbank and Gary Gendler's constant backing are just the beginning. The whole financial sector will be impacted by these advances as more and more organizations learn about and use XRP and related technology. Before I go any further, I have some fantastic news to share with you. For XRP, I can strike a deal. For those interested in becoming a member of the team, a thumbs up, subscribe, notifications turned on, and sharing with friends and family are all great ways to express your support for this video. I will personally see to it that these procedures are followed in the event that we select our fortunate winner. We hope everything works well for everyone. We will reveal the victor to the public once we reach 60,000 users. It might be wise to circle back to the original subject before proceeding. The protocol's increasing importance and the worth of XRP. There has been talk about how the U.S. Federal Reserve is interested in it and how most Americans would like to use it. However, XRP's potential usefulness is starting to register with people outside of the U.S. The benefits it offers are being studied by several governments, including those of the BRICS countries and even the EU's digital euro program. We have made documentaries on these topics that go into further detail about how XRP is being used in the digital euro project in Europe and the CBDC in the BRICS countries. To reiterate our main point, the U.S. is keen on XRP for more than just its potential as a CBDC, as we covered in another video. They also hope to use it to streamline international trade. This is true for all types of financial transactions, not just CBDCs, whether they happen in the United States or anywhere else in the world. First, we'll examine the implications for XRP's future value. There will be changes to XRP's value as more individuals use it, especially major financial institutions like the US Federal Reserve. In conclusion, the potential utility of a coin is the primary factor in establishing its value. The integration of XRP and other digital assets into major banking institutions brings about noticeable improvements to more than just transaction fees. The gradual but steady growth of trust and confidence is another factor to think about. Worldwide, the monetary system is experiencing a period of fast change. People seek a way to send money across borders quickly and cheaply, and electronic transactions are quickly becoming the standard. Cryptocurrencies, especially those with a history of use like XRP, are crucial in this regard. With the backing of powerful countries and financial institutions, XRP may finally be able to break out into its own league. Companies and fans alike are experiencing a watershed moment right now. All signs point to a bright future for XRP based on its present trajectory, which takes into account all of its backing and links. Nevertheless, it is crucial to stay updated, just as with any other investment. Make decisions after doing extensive research and keeping a close eye on how things are changing. Could XRP potentially hit 10,000 in price? There's been a lot of discussion on this subject in the field of cryptography. We will address it promptly. You should know that the XRP ledger is attracting the attention of multinational corporations, especially those with headquarters in the United States. It's common to hear XRP mentioned as a cryptocurrency market leader.